Guys, so today I'm going to be looking at men share their creepy girl stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Once an acquaintance added me on Facebook. When I clicked on her profile, it said she was in a relationship with someone. That someone was a fake account of me with my picture. What? So they found out the acquaintance has a crush on them. But a very creepy kind of crush. Oh, this gives me goosebumps. Like, what the heck? You know. Oh, I wonder who he's in a relationship with. Me? But I'm single. Huh? You know? I'll be like, what in the world? Okay, that's definitely creepy. Why did she do that? Just be single. And the fact that she even added him is what blows my mind, you know? She was like, gotta let him know who's my boyfriend. I met a girl online. She seemed normal enough, so we ended up going out for a drink. I found out that night that she actually lived an hour away in a rural town, but whatever. Well, we went out, had a drink, then went to go play pool. We drove over in my vehicle, and when we got to the pool hall, she checked her phone and saw she had a text from her ex-boyfriend. She proceeded to cry incessantly. I was trapped. I didn't know what to do, so I offered to take her back to her car. She said she wasn't sure if she could drive, and she asked if I would take her home. I declined, saying it wouldn't be a good idea because A, her car was like a mile away, B, she lived an hour away. C, how did she plan to get a car the next day? So she agrees for the night to end, all the while apologizing vigorously. The next day she texts me, apologizes and offers to buy me lunch. She seemed alright when we were getting to know each other, and I was bored, so I figured why not, and gave her another shot. She brought her kids to the lunch. Oh. Interesting. When I saw them get out of the car, I texted her and said that it wasn't okay for me to meet them. She became irate and said her sitter cancelled at the last minute. Even though the drive was an hour long from her house, she didn't find it important to ask if it would be weird for her kids to come. It was at that point that I stated I was no longer interested. Whoa, yeah, she definitely is a bit weird. Like, obviously at that point, if your babysitter cancels on you, you cancel the date and you look after your kids. Now for the creepy part. 2 days later, she texted me, but I didn't respond. She kept at it and kept asking if I wanted to go out the next weekend. After multiple texts, I messaged her and said I wasn't interested and I had plans to take my friend out for her birthday. This resulted in even more irate messaging about how she wasn't comfortable with me going out with other girls and so forth. What? Who are you to tell him that? Oh my god, I'll be so pissed if I was in the guy situation. Huh? I'm not allowed to go out with my guy friends now. Why? So you're telling me I have to ditch my guy friends for someone that I barely know? No way. She was already a red flag when she brought her kids to the date. This resulted in her getting blocked. Turns out she took a guess on where we would go since there is only one nightclub in the town and she showed up. I had to tell the birthday girl that I was leaving and to call me when she was ready to go. My night was ruined. Birthday girl got home okay, in case you're wondering. But wait, there's more. A couple of weeks after that, there was an ice storm and the power had gone out in the area. I ended up going over to a friend's house to hang out since they had a generator. We were playing cards and enjoying ourselves. Suddenly, I get a text from a number I didn't recognize. Are you alright? I'm really worried, the message read. I'm fine. Who's this? I replied. It's creepy girl, she responded. Oh, okay. I'm assuming she didn't actually say it's creepy girl, but he just doesn't want to mention her name, right? The fact that I imagine her texting, it's me, the creepy girl. Just makes me laugh. I ignored it and put my phone down. The next message sent chills down my spine. I'm really worried. I'm standing outside your house and all the lights are off. Are you sure you're okay? She had never been to my house and I had never given her my last name. My final message before blocking her involved not contacting me or I'd call the police. It turns out she was a secretary for a police department and she ran my tag to find out where I lived. Drove over an hour to my house in the midst of an ice storm, then got a new number all so she could check up on me. That's freaking creepy. Definitely. Like, dude, I would call the police on her and everything. Wait, she works for a police department? Oh. Imagine if you call the freaking police on her and she's the one who answers and she's like, what? It's so sad though, because I feel like a lot of people don't take this seriously because a girl is doing this. But dude, everyone should be held accountable the same freaking way no matter your gender, okay? Like imagine if a guy was doing this. He would get so much crap for this. This is definitely not freaking okay, man. That's creepy as. Can't believe she even brought her kids into this too. Jeez. Like her kids just have to witness their mum being like this, like, Mum, you're going on a date, but you're bringing us along with you, like, we still love Dad. This younger girl who I have never even spoke to once in high school had a crush on me. I got a note from her in my locker asking if I wanted to go out with her. I had no idea of how to get it back to her, so I just wrote no and taped it to my locker. Then she started following me everywhere. I would try to talk to her, but she would just keep walking away, pretending I wasn't talking to her. This goes on for like 2 years. Then I was hanging out by myself one day around the neighborhood and she comes up walking with 3 guys who wanted to kick my butt for some dumb unrelated stuff. She somehow found out about it and then brought them to me. After an embarrassing scene with me diffusing the situation with these angry gentlemen, they leave and she finally sits down on the curb right next to me and starts flirting. All I could do was just stare at her enormous bangs with a WTF expression until she got embarrassed and left. Oh, I'm so confused. What just happened? Oh my god, you're about to get your butt kicked. Let me just flirt with you afterward. That's what got her to stop. He just looked at her bangs and he was like, what the heck is that? Oh my gosh. What in the world? Why are people like this? Jeez, I can't imagine myself still forcing my way into someone's life if they don't want me in there. I have my pride too, okay? If you don't want me, then fine. Fine, I want myself. I was bored once at a small local festival and didn't want to be there, so I just got a drink and started walking around aimlessly when I noticed a fire breather. The display was interesting and she was pretty hot. When she was on break, she went to get a drink and we started talking. She seemed nice. We had a laugh, but her break was up and she resumed her display, so I left her to it and continued to wander around. 5 minutes later, security was called to her display. Turns out some crazy girl whom I had never met before was following me around the festival and assaulted the fire breather. She had claimed that me and Crazy, were together and fire breather was trying to break us up. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe people do this. You don't even know someone, just because you think they look good or something, you gotta go and assault other people? Because you're jealous, but you don't even know the person that you like. What the? How do you like get that attached to someone that you don't even know? I was at a friend's birthday party for her dog. Probably was just an excuse to have people over and get drunk, and another friend, let's call her M, is also there. I had known M for a couple of years, but I only really ever see her a couple times a year. She is very drunk and also very married. Her husband was also at the same party. She's also very married. At one point in the night, she asks me if I have a girlfriend. I did not. If I am looking for a girlfriend, where I'd been looking for a girlfriend, etc. Then she says that I had been looking in all the wrong places and that if I wanted a good girl, I should let her know. During this conversation, she also kept trying to grab my hand, and so at one point I made sure to always be holding a handful of mini pretzels in both my hands as a sort of excuse to not be able to hold hands. I can't hold hands if I am holding pretzels. Logic. Oh my gosh, I like this dude. Then she finally says, I like you. I really like you. I'm like, okay. This repeats for a while until she says, stop saying okay. It makes me feel like you think I'm lying. Then she keeps following me around the room and keeps trying to make me dance with her until I leave. Her husband was pretty much always in the same room as us, no more than a few feet away while this was all happening. Thought I was crazy and imagining it all until another friend asked me on the same night as we were leaving, was M trying to hit on you? What? I'm assuming this happens a lot then, because the husband didn't even care. Like, is that like the usual for her? Does she just go hitting on everyone's friends? Some people, What are you doing? Met a girl online. We chat and set up a date. Date goes fine. She's a little weird, a little sheltered, but seems nice. Not much chemistry, but I think that can take some time, so we give it another go and have a second date. Confirm I have no interest in a relationship with this girl on the second date, so we talk it out, no hard feelings, let's just be friends. Fast forward 1.5 years, I'm in my kitchen with some friends, getting ready to go out for my birthday dinner when we hear a knock on the door. I go check and no one is there, but there is a box with my name on it. There is a card and some gifts, which would be nice if this girl had ever been to my house before. I have moved since our 2 dates and still have no idea how she found me. How did she know where he lived? That's creepy, man. That's so creepy. Oh my gosh. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.